Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCS matchup.
And they will still have plenty of hard engage to be able to force these team fights. So the only real question is, will they have the damage?
Back towards bot, like they just do the Gromp.
Through another ward.
You know, unless he tries to go top. And if he goes top, it's actually way worse for him because he's fully warded out. So Dokla should just be able to back off and waste even more of his time. Dokla knows that he is here. If he dies to this, this is inexcusable.
I mean, the Q lands onto Dokla. He's got help with Huhi arriving, and they turn the gank around, throwing up the white flag emo, first blood.
Yeah, really well done.
Compositionally, it's the CC that lands from the bottom lane, and they're the best lane to potentially play through. And then Spica, because he's been set behind, needs to hit level 6 before he can do anything. So it's a bit of a tricky situation.
Isles is flashing in, but Dokla on the bottom side of the map with the equalizer will burn Isles to a crisp. And Sven is forced off of the fight, bailing out FBI.
Because the wave was stacked and had to be pushed out from Licorice, then he just TPs back the answer. So that's great stuff from Dokla on a pick that has not been successful for them.
Now Contracts is here to further accelerate the lead for FBI and Huhi on the bottom side of the map, protecting them as they crash this big wave. Contracts is level 6. They're going to take out the tower with the Tempered Fate, so he can go for an easy Glacial Prison onto the flashless Sven. FBI and Huhi brute forcing their way through Isles, and Sven is no longer in this world. Now Palafox is coming in to help the cause. 4-man dive onto one. Isles is going to try to stall with that def charge, but it will be all for naught as Palafox picks up a kill as well.
Really good stuff here from NRG.
Well, now what does Dignitas do? Because they still have the benefit of having a lot of go buttons on their side, so they can always force engages, but they just need to make sure that they are picking the right fights and not getting completely isolated as Licorice is going to skate through the wall, flash his Electro Harpoon, but that sets him up for an easy target of the Glacial Prison into the Tempered Fate. He's going to stall time with the Impale, but surely he goes down to the last bullet of FBI.
That was honestly pretty well done from Licorice, trying to buy as much time as he could. I thought maybe he had a chance to get out when the Glacial Prison actually got Bard ulted, unfortunately, but still, NRG sent enough members there. One thing that is going to be working for Sven is he's going to be these plays, responding to these moves that are being made by their opponents, and it does feel like, as a result, NRG is often having that extra man. You can see a lot of the first item completions coming through there. We just saw the Shiv bot up, the Triforce is completed. We have the Zeke's purchase. It's so difficult. And also that bot lane tier 1 is so low that Dignitas wants to pick up that gold, but Isles just based, and now Jensen is stuck out.
He tries to slink away, but cannot escape the Winter's Wrath. Contracts picks up another kill.
The highest correlation for winning or losing is actually whether or not Huhi is ahead or behind. When he's in a good state or when he's doing good things.
So went back and was looking at the games that he did have these gold leads, and a lot of it was playing like Ashe and playing Senna and playing, you know, double range bot lanes and these types of things where they could push and could create these advantages, where I think he's more unlocked on the map, like we see this lane.
Because now he's going to try to threaten Licorice, who is forced to flash again, but the Glacial Prison locks him down. The Tempered Fate is going to make sure the turret does not deter them from getting the kill on the top side of the map. This tier 2 turret is also going to fall. And Dignitas on the other side of the map, they're trying to get whatever objectives they can. There were a couple. It didn't win them the game, but they at least got the mental win that they were still being competitive despite being down that much gold. Can Dignitas do the same? I don't think so at this point, but Jensen managing to survive before he finally burns down to the equalizer. The tier 2 turret falls thanks to the Siege of NRG, and now the rest of Dignitas are just getting absolutely cooked by Dokla's Rumble, and the rest of NRG continue the onslaught. Nice Cosmic Binding locks Licorice down, and NRG don't lose a single man.
They have been...
NRG does have a bounce back game, and I think critically, again, Palafox is having another solid performance, and he's looking strong. He really has been like, man, when you get behind as an ADC, it's like you have a pea shooter. That thing feels awful.
He doesn't even have Tabby or anything. He's just got Merc Treads.
He's got a Triforce. He's got some HP.
I don't know what
he's doing, because the expectation versus reality for this Dig roster was very, very far apart. I think a lot of people had faith in them, you know, all the way up until last week, really, where they got absolutely decimated in their series last week. And then people started saying, okay, well, maybe it's actually not going to come together. But they have so many veterans, so much success on this roster.
Oh, what a combo! The Tempered Fate set up the rest of the Wombo from NRG right on top of Sven. No way.
Impact, who's mostly just playing tanks all the time forever.
But he's won with Rumble.
But he's also the most successful LCS top laner ever.
Sure.
And it looks like Sven might be caught out again. It's the same story. Tempered Fate and the rest of the ensemble picks out the AD carry once again. NRG now have 5 men to 4, and they can look to turn this into a Baron play as,
Bye.
Isles is next on the menu, and now it's 5-3. Surely this is a Baron play.
Looking like it.
Well, Dokla is going to stall for time, and the rest of NRG are going to see if they can collapse and bail out their top laner and preserve his perfect KDA. And just the threat of the collapse alone pushes both Spica and Licorice off, and now Licorice is in trouble. NRG are just picking up kills one after another across the map, and I don't think Spica's going to have enough time to get out with the recall.
Yeah, Ui's too fast.
Uzi's just going to stall some time here. Donates the kill over to FBI. Does take a little bit more time, but NRG, they're playing with their food at this point. They don't know if they need
the rest of the team, so they guarantee the Baron here pretty well. No one from Dignitas really even looking like they're going to take a peek until it's already going to be gone. NRG now 11,000 gold ahead, 23 minutes in. This one is looking like
there's a bar tunnel though, maybe.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Azir just still thinks pretty fast, but we'll see if they can get fast enough.
Ult it.
Well, yeah, they got the Drake.
All right, they don't even care. They're going to try to catch Sven again. He dodges the Tempered Fate, and he flashes away.
It's pretty easy for them to look to force something. And Spica is not with them. Spica is going for one of these long-distance plays.
There's an arrow on the Dokla. He gets cleansed by the Mikhail's Crucible. Licorice is trying to separate the 2 AD carries with the suppress on the Impale. Spica is sending it into the backline, but the Equalizer is now going to separate the competition. Good shuffle from Jensen, but I don't think it's enough, y'all. NRG are still just cooking Dignitas alive, and the curtain call will find a couple more bullets. The 4th one doesn't hit, but Spica is blinking low on HP and doesn't have a way back to the fountain. He's getting corralled by both Palafox and Huhi. But then maybe he can look for at least one more kill. NRG, they're having fun with it. They do not get the quite unhittable perfect game with 21-0. They do give over a kill, but you know what? NRG, they get stomped in the game 1. They're going to stomp them right back in game 2, and the series is tied 1-1.
21-1 is absolutely a destruction of Dignitas here in game number 2. 2 extremely one-sided games, 1 apiece for each team.
These were the best highlights from today's LCS matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say, okay. See you on the next one.